Hello and welcome to a new series of figure reviews, but instead of doing the normal boring ones, I decided to do all the customs that I've made over the years. I thought that normal figure reviews are sort of redundant now, because obviously we aren't getting any new figures apart from that one or two B&M set later in the year with Pertwee. But for at the moment we're not getting anything new, so I thought I'd go back through my catalogue of custom made figures and see what you think. Today I'm starting with Series 7B figures. I'll start with the 11th Doctor. Right, so here we are with the 11th Doctor from Series 7B. You can see that the shirt is painted white instead of blue. This is also the same for the cuffs. When I bought the Time of the Doctor set that came with the 11th Doctor in blue shirt, it's a really great figure, but I just wasn't happy with the colour. I think the shirt just looks a bit weird in blue, so I decided that I'd do a white shirt variant. I thought that I would sort of merge the fact that the Bells of St. John had a whitish shirt and the waistcoat as well, and I think it looks a lot better in white instead of blue. Next we'll move on to the War Doctor. Now, to start with, it doesn't look like there's much changed, but in actual fact, for the Essence Chronicles, when he featured in those episodes, I did cover him in a sort of wash of fake blood from leftover from Halloween, so it does have a sort of shine on the coat now. Apart from that, nothing else has been changed on the body. The big change, the biggest change would be from the hair. I have actually gone over with a black wash to make him look slightly younger. I think you can see that there. So that's basically all I've done to the War Doctor. We'll move on to Clara. Now, the time this custom was made, we didn't have a Clara release as the Collector Series. This was from the Impossible set as Oswin. So the first thing I did was I took off the legs and took off the belt. That's the belt there. Now at that point we only had the Oswin legs, and I wasn't keen on the boots. What I decided to do was, because I had a spare Ace figure, I swapped over the legs, and they both have the same sculpt at the waist, so they just swapped. They were easily swappable, and you can see that these are Ace's legs, not Clara's. Personally, I prefer these shoes to the later release of the Clara figure. I prefer the shoe sculpt better than the trainer shoes that Clara's figure was released with, because as you can see, they are a real pain to stand figures up with. Like they're literally awful. I just keep trying, but go on, stand up, stand up. This is why I decided to go for Ace's feet, because they actually stand, not like the Clara figure. Which is, there we go, finally. As you can see, that took a lot of effort to get it to stand up, so that's exactly why I decided to go with Ace's legs instead. They are slightly thinner, but they both have the same plug for the waist, so it was easily put together. As for the entire Clara figure, it did originally have the Oswin head, which is now on this one, but because there is a bit of damage on her nose and the face painting isn't that good, the eyebrows are all a bit messed up, So I decided to use a spare Clara from the Collector Series head, which I think looks a lot better. And the recording has stopped. Fantastic. I'll just keep going then. Yeah, this was just a Oswin figure painted with a dark red to suit from her costume in The Bells of St. John. And that's about it for this video. These are very minor customs, so don't worry, this isn't what it's going to be like all the time. This is just because I just thought I would do the 3 least that are in a similar series together. So that's them out of the way. Next week I will be looking at the Time War Special Weapons Dalek. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.